This episode is brought to you by Lone Wolf Paintball. They are an amazing online supplier and have been around since the beginning of the game as Michigan's premier paintball field and paintball supplier since 1987. They are rapidly expanding into the online retail space and supplying everything you need to be the best paintball player you can be. They have got it all. Head over to lonewolfpaintball.com and shop all of your favorite brands. And they also boast amazing customer service and will have this out to you with same day shipping, which is amazing. It's always nice to know that your stuff is on its way immediately so you can start to use it that very next weekend of play. Check out their YouTube, Lone Wolf Paintball, and their Instagram at Lone Wolf PB, and stay up to date with all of their deals and sales. Play the Game podcast is immensely honored to have them on board, and we cannot wait for you guys to check out lonewolfpaintball.com and become a part of their community. This episode of PTG is brought to you by HK Army. HK is an industry leader in high-quality paintball gear, accessories, and lifestyle apparel that was founded in 2007. And we have a tremendous opportunity for you all to be geared up on every level with HK Army custom team gear. Whether you're on the paintball field or in the airsoft arena, take your game to the next level by using code PTG to get 50% off your custom gear design fee. And I don't think y'all heard me out there. That is 50% off, and you will be able to collaborate with a seasoned designer to create custom branded HK Army jerseys, long sleeves, t-shirts, pants, gloves, or headbands for your team with no minimum order quantity. Head on over to hkarmy.com/custom and use code PTG for 50% off on your team's custom gear design fee right now. Let's go. Thank you, HK Army, for everything you do in paintball, in airsoft, and in so many people's lives. We love you. Go check them out. PTG family, we love you. Thank you all for continuing to support the PTG show. We are truly forever grateful for each and every single one of you that tunes in on a weekly basis. And if you are enjoying these episodes and want to help with the progress and development of this program, head on over to ptgpodcast.com, click the orange Patreon link, and become a member of our community. That's where you can connect with hungry, like-minded paintball players, enjoy paintball 7 days a week in our exclusive chat rooms, and ensure that we can continue to keep cultivating the future of paintball for years to come. It's all love for paintball. It's all love for PTG. We can't wait to see you in there. Head over to ptgpodcast.com and become a member of our community. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to PTG episode number 249. T-Harm here, and I'll be at the helm for a couple weeks as we have Marcello hitting the road, going to Europe, and he's going to be with the Lucky 15s coaching them, and he'll be gone for almost 2 weeks. So we're really excited to hear the stories that come out of Europe and watch some European paintball. We chat about Team USA and everything that they're doing to cultivate the best USA paintball squad for the Nations Cup at the end of the year. And we also break some news on a new paintball film that is going to be coming out this year called All That Matters. I met up with Miko out in Sedona. We've been filming for that, and it's going to be an amazing paintball movie. So be on the lookout for that. We have a lot of fun on this episode, and without further ado, let's jump into it.
That was an insane inside move by Marcello Margot. Great communication.
And the crowd starts chanting Harmon.
Great shot by all the guys. So Tyler Harmon saved that game. He came out with 2 wins. Marcello Margot was on fire.
Welcome, PTG Nation. We're at episode 249, almost to 250. And I'm manning the ship with Marcello here. I'm recording, getting ready, because Marcello's taking off to Europe.
Ooh.
Today or tomorrow? When
today, a couple hours, dude. Yeah, so
Okay.
we're jamming this show in real quick. Just got
There we
back
go.
late last night. Took a quick little 2-day vacation that we've had planned for a little while. There was a little break in the schedule, and I'm gonna be gone for 11 days. So felt like it was nice to make the lady happy. Went on a little short trip to Hawaii. Place is
yeah,
amazing.
let's go.
It's amazing. But yeah, we just got back last night, so we're getting a quick show in this morning, and then off for a 15-hour adventure over to the UK.
Dude, send it. Let's go.
Yes,
and was your buddy out there that we had on? I'm not sure if he was over there doing music.
Oh, Evan. Yeah,
Evan?
dude, this is such a bummer. Yeah, him and Gino, they were actually in Hawaii. They were on the Big Island, though. We went to Maui, but they were leaving the day that we got there, so it just didn't
Oh,
line up. You
damn.
know,
Because
I
I
was
saw
super
that
bummed. Yeah,
Through the Roots was over in Hawaii, and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
"Oh, damn, Ev's out there," and I
yeah.
wasn't sure if you guys were gonna link up out there. That
No, I
sucks.
wanted to. Literally, the day that they left was the day that we got there, which was a bummer. But
He's been crushing it. I
oh my
mean,
gosh, they're killing it. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, their new song that just came out is really good. Everybody should go give it a listen. You can go to Spotify, Apple Music. I believe it's called Hey Lover. Let me see. Let me make sure. Got the
It's
name of
such
their
good
new
music
song.
too. I
It
mean,
Yeah,
the
Hey
tunes that they're
Lover.
pumping out are amazing.
Yeah, Hey Lover. It's great. It's a great little vibe.
And
Um,
follow on Instagram as well because they have a bunch of fun content, like all the new stuff that's going on. They're really current with their videos, so it's
yeah.
a fun Instagram account to follow as well.
Totally.
Yep.
Through the Roots. Yeah, show
Yeah.
out for PTG again. We always appreciate when you guys do. You guys have a lot of power. All the listeners here, just so you guys know, we're part of a huge group here at PTG, and you guys do a great job of showing support. So yeah, head over to Through the Roots and show some PTG love.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job trying to make it. Trying to make it, and I really think they have the potential, the work ethic, and everybody in the band is just they're just awesome people.
Yeah, and the music industry, man, that's a tough industry to be in, and they've been
Mhm,
obliterating it. And you have to be
mhm.
so on top of it, just current
Oh,
and
yeah.
relentless. And they've been doing a great job. So let's go over there and show some love. And then you were out on the East Coast for Team
Yes.
USA this whole entire
Yes.
weekend,
Uh-huh.
last
Yeah,
weekend
that
there.
was amazing. We, had the U16 and U19 tryout out at Boston Paintball. Shout out to Anthony and Lori for everything they do. These are always stressful weekends. And, it went off without a hitch. Um,
What makes
some
it so stressful? Like what adds the stress to it?
timing of everything. And the youth tryouts are really difficult because all the parents are there too, and all the
Yeah.
parents want to see their kids do well, and you're trying to like make everybody happy, but you're also trying to do your best to select the best players to head over to Europe. It's
Mhm.
really difficult because we have such limited roster spots. I mean, I think we had 20 U16 tryouts and we only take 6.
What?
Yeah, we
That's
can only
amazing.
we can only roster 6, and keep in mind, these 20 were
Wow.
personally invited. They didn't just show up, so we
Yeah.
already whittled it down from see, these are 20 deserving players, not
Mhm.
just 20 random players that are trying out. So, you're trying to shift through 20 that have been personally invited by us for 6 roster spots. It's
Yeah.
really brutal,
It
and
is.
it's
Yeah.
really tough because a lot of the kids that aren't gonna make the team, uh, probably could come over and we could have 2 teams and get 1st and 2nd place, and
Yeah.
3 teams. That's how good these kids are. It was
It
so
is.
impressive.
It's so cool to see the youth booming. There's so
Yeah,
many great youth paintball players right now, and that division, that whole world is really we're seeing a lot of young talent that's coming into the game, which is
we
what
are.
we need. We gotta have that. So it's cool that they're working
Mhm.
so hard, and it is definitely stressful for not only you, but the participant, the parent who knows, okay,
Yeah,
there's a good chance that you might go through a little bit of hardship, but through that hardship of maybe not making the team or through that amazing moment of making the team, we're going to grow from that and maneuver and
totally.
learn a lot from that.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be little things like we're obviously not professional refs and we're watching from the tower. We're not on the field. The best way I can gauge the talent is to watch from a, higher view, but of course there's going to be stuff that gets missed, and so like a
Mhm.
player might get shot and play on and then shoot someone else, and then that kid's mom is like, "Yeah, but that player was hit
Yeah.
already." It's like, "Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're probably right. If we catch any cheating, that's a mark against you, that's for sure, but
Yeah.
we don't like quite have a bunch of refs on the field.
Mhm.
But it's a fun thing. It really, I'm so grateful to be part of this experience, and the fact that Anthony and Lori have trusted me to kind of man the ship and be the coach of the U16 and U19s has been amazing. It's been probably one of the brighter spots of my career. That's a true honor to be able to lead those kids. And fortunately, last couple years we've won, so we're going back to defend the title and keep repping for USA.
Yeah, I know. Last year was crazy. It was
So
insane. One
cool.
one
Yeah.
of the coolest moments of all of our lives being there all together. And yeah, I'm rooting for everyone who's working hard. We got to make sure that we come correct. So keep doing the work and keep listening to this guy right here. He's got a good pedigree and the mind frame that if you just take those thoughts that are in Marcelo's head and put them in yours and try to like implement those types of ideas, you're going to be very successful. So be open-minded and be willing to like get uncomfortable and learn, right? That's where all the magic happens. Is you're
Mhm.
going into brand new moments as these young players. Just be malleable. That's one of the hardest things to do in life and in paintball, is like when things happen that don't go your way, you gotta bob and weave, like we always say, keep moving.
Yeah, absolutely. Be malleable. You're right. Especially over there, it's things can shift directions really fast. The tempo that the game is played is a whole lot different. The refs, the crowd, they're usually not rooting for us. You
Mhm.
really have to be able to bend and don't break. I mean, we were down a point with 26 seconds to go. The whole stadium was cheering for Great Britain
Yeah.
because they all but beat us. They all
I
but beat
mean,
us in that match, and we had a insane comeback.
oh,
But
dude, it was
you just gotta
crazy.
you gotta be ready for it.
That's it. Yep, and you're on another side of the planet, time change, weather's different, everything
Yeah,
is different. So
everything is
whatever just throw it right out the window and just, like, be in the moment. That's the best advice for any young players that are, playing your first tournaments or going across the planet to go play paintball. Be in the moment and be grateful, because
Mhm,
through that attitude of gratitude, you can learn and grow and have a lot of production. But if you get caught up and swept away in these moments, then you're not even present, and you got to be right
mhm.
there in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, Ty.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. So what was it like out there with all the youngsters? Who's some shining stars that we can talk about? I don't know. Obviously, we're not going to talk about who made the team. That's going to be dropping. But who's one of your favorite players that you saw out there this weekend?
Yeah, I gotta say one of my favorite players to watch. You take everything into consideration, age, and ability. In comparison to that, it's got to be that Cameron Blanco kid. He plays for the Jackpot team. I know everyone's kind of heard about him. There's that famous picture of him and his dad winning World Cup last year in D4,
Oh yeah,
and he's like
that was
holding his
awesome.
son on his shoulders. But the kid is just such an amazing young human. And when he plays on the field, he's larger than life. His voice carries across the field. He's unafraid. He's actually, for his size and age, he's really fast. His gun skills are really good. But our U16 team is
Mhm.
like incredibly stacked. Literally, some of the kids are going to be playing on the U19 team as well because I truly believe they can contribute.
Yeah,
They're that good. And yeah, Cameron was a really fun kid to watch. It was
attaboy.
also it
There we
was
go.
also awesome to see, Colton Dahl, because he's been part of the organization since I've been part of the organization. He was a winner with them on U16s. He's won with U19s, and now he's like one of the leaders of the group. Just kind of watching him grow, and he's 17 now.
The kid's
Has,
got
has
his
been
own private label gun. I
He's
mean, he's
got his own private label gun. That's right. He's big. He's bigger than we were at that age.
he's
It's
doing
crazy.
good. Way to go, Colt.
Yeah, 100%. No, but I mean, really a ton of just amazing talent,
Yeah,
and watching these kids, they've come through the camp,
yeah,
um, been to BKI summer camp, they've been to combines in the past, and watching their growth and progression is just phenomenal. Really, really is.
yeah. And we can't say enough good things about Anthony and Lori and the BKI family and Boston Paintball and
Mhm,
everybody on the East Coast that has helped to cultivate all this talent. And just think about that. Think about if we had pockets like this with people like Ant and Lori all over the country cultivating talent at this type of level and really making sure that the future of the game is going to be strong. Because through this one pocket on the East Coast, we've developed so much talent for the league as a whole that it's going to be able to nurture the game for many, many years to come just from this one spot. So if we can like start to really think about, you know, coming together and being careful about how we like think about the game and do what they've done, the game will be forever changed, and it just
mhm,
takes a few
mhm.
people. So thank you to everyone out there who makes all this stuff happen, and hardworking people like you, Marcelo, everybody that comes to the camp, everybody that goes to all these events that really cares about the love of the game. Because without these types of things, we won't have the type of talent that we're searching for. We're always saying, "Where's the next wave? Where's the next wave?" Well, it's not just gonna magically happen. That didn't happen to us. We had to be cultivated, right? And that's what we got
Mhm.
to keep doing, cultivating this talent.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm looking at the list right now of all the names, and it's like, Thomas Taylor had his son Keith
Yeah,
out
Keith.
there, and it was the first time I actually got to see Keith play. I've heard a lot of great things about him, and man, I was so impressed with Keith.
Hmm.
Again, for these kids, for how young they are, to watch Keith be able to communicate the way he did, huge gun off the break, see the field really well. It's like, man, these kids at this age are so ahead of really where many of us were.
Hmm.
It's unbelievable.
To
Nico
see the
Podesta,
game, yes, the way that you're talking about, for
yeah, just
sure.
right.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting back and watching. There was this one player, Michael Guerrero, very new. He's only been playing for about a year, but to see like there was this one point because the kid's super athletic. There's this one point where he was making a move to dive into the snake, and as he was diving into the snake, one of his teammates was yelling, "Snake, snake, snake!" Because the other team just filled it in as well. And as he dove in, he like did this thing where he dove in and then head checked down the wire and came back in just to see if he beat his opponent there. Realized he did, and then came out and posted. I was like, "How did you process that information so fast on the
Hmm.
move?" It was like such an impressive thing. So yeah, the way these kids are seeing the game is
Yeah.
phenomenal. And Nico Podesta, I want to talk about him too because this is like his third year kind of being around,
Yeah.
second year coming to the tryout, and he's just so young, right? But he's like really growing into his body, and
Mhm.
man, he's fearless, and
He
he's
is,
so
yeah.
he's so unafraid to like make moves and get into position to make a difference on the game. Um, like that kid he's one of the kids where I'm like, he's one of my favorite young players, and one if he sticks with it, like
I
he is
agree.
going to be a top level pro one day because you could just tell the
Yeah.
way he sees the game.
And
Um,
that's pedigree too. That comes from his old man. His dad's been in the
exactly,
game.
yeah, for
You got
sure, for
Ryan
sure,
Podesta as his father, and he's been gaming that kid up for years and years
yeah.
since he was a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the kids had a really rough Saturday. And I knew that they could play better. That's the reason they got the invite. I saw them play better, and you could see some of them were kind of down on themselves. And
Yeah.
I went around and had a good talk with each of them, and pretty much every player that had a rough Saturday was able to turn it around and have a really good Sunday, which that alone is really difficult to do. So I was like really proud of them
Mhm.
for that, for being able to turn it around and fix mistakes and say, okay, like it's a new day, you
Yeah.
know. Um, that's a
Absolutely.
hard thing to do for even pro players. Pro players, you have a bad Saturday, it's leads into a
Mhm.
bad Sunday, and it could be hard to dig yourself out of those kind of holes. So just really, really incredible. We had this one player, Bradley Rumroll. He's been around for a few years, came to a summer camp, came to the tryouts as well. And he's like a star running back, in middle school. He like already has college scouts looking at him.
No way.
He's like an
Damn.
insane athlete. It's just awesome. It's really cool to see these kids
Yeah.
and see their commitment.
Mm. What would be some of your best advice for, any player, be them young or old, whatever division, on how to move through those slumps, like from a Saturday to a Sunday? Because I know if I have a day that I feel like wasn't to where I know my level is, I get extremely, I wouldn't say like mad or upset, but I am pissed off. I'm pissed off, and it drives me to like really go the next level and dive into the intricacies and figure out what happened. But if you don't care and you aren't a little pissed off, I feel like you won't actually like grow and mature through it. You have to have like you have to care. You have to really care, and you
Mhm,
should be a little
mhm,
bit upset or whatever that looks
mhm.
like, but not to the point where it takes you in a way, but to the point where it
Right.
drives you into a better future, right?
Yeah, totally agree, Ty. I do think it all starts in your preparation. Like if you have actually put in the effort and the work, and this is something you really care about before you show up to the tryout or a weekend of practice or a tournament, if you
Mhm.
do have a bad day, then you can fall back to that, right? And it allows you to believe in yourself still. Like, there's times where I have a bad day and I say, hey, I work too hard to like have two
Yeah.
bad days. I just got to understand that bad days happen every now and then, but I
Mhm.
put too much into this, so I'm not going to have a bad day again. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to fix this, and you just reset, right? You don't the next morning, first point, say, well, I got shot doing this yesterday. No, you reset, you clear it, and you say, okay, I'm just going to try to play with some confidence because I've earned that, because I've put in the work. I've put in the time, I've put in the dedication, and I believe in myself, like
That's so key.
that's really where I think it starts. It starts in your preparation. Now, if you didn't prepare properly, that's when
Confidence.
that's confidence. Exactly. If you didn't
Mhm.
prepare properly, then it's going to be hard to dig out of those things, because if, if you have a bad day, you're like, oh no,
The
well, I'm
confidence
not really
goes
prepared. Yeah, I'm not really prepared. I didn't do all the things necessary,
Yeah.
and then it's much harder to dig out of that.
Mhm. I love what you said about it is really all confidence. And that's
Yeah,
what you're building when you're putting in that time and you're putting in that work. You're building confidence so
yeah.
that, you're mitigating all the other BS that could happen because, you've put in so much damn work and the intricacies of how this thing works, that this is how it's going to go. I'm damned if it doesn't. I'm going to make sure that this is the way we're moving. And that's all through that work and building that confidence.
Hmm.
And yeah, if you don't do that, then when you get in those moments, you're like, you just don't have the same gusto, the same like,
For sure. For
view.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. So you're up today, huh? You're taking off here in a little
Woo!
bit.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Long flight. I'm super bummed. I did not get the Delta One upgrade, even though I had to use one of my certificates.
Oh,
So
don't even start
I
with
know.
me. Last time I went to Europe with you, you were sitting in this like UFO in the front. I don't even know what this thing was that you were in. It was insane. It was a spaceship. And then
That's
I
one.
was in the middle I think I was in 97B. It was crazy. I just
Mm,
like went into a meditation and I was like, on some mountaintop somewhere, but I was
yeah.
really just crammed in the middle for 15 hours.
Oh, brutal. I can't do it, dude. My knees explode. Literally,
Yeah.
it's like my knees just explode, man. And
Oh
and I'm
man.
not looking forward to all the flying lately, especially, yeah, flying is not great on the body, but um
Yeah, but you're gonna have
yeah.
so much fun and like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
squad that you're working with is gonna be really fun to be with. The Lucky
I can't wait.
15s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look hungry.
Yeah, they're hungry. They've been working really hard. We've been in contact quite a bit about this layout. Obviously, they have a ton of film that they've been watching. Obviously, we have all the pro footage from Texas. They've had some great practices already against the Tauntauns. We have practice this weekend, so I'm going out early to practice with them and actually coach them in a tournament, the CPPS, which is
Oh,
based out of
nice.
England. So we'll get like a warm up tournament, and then I'll stay 2 days in London with some of the players, and then we'll head to Lisbon on Wednesday. And the tournament's going to be in Lisbon, so it's going to be fun. I mean, it's going to be a kind of like pre-COVID, where it's traveling a lot
Yeah,
and gone on the road a bit, but
love it.
11 days is a long time. I haven't done an 11-day trip in a long time. I'm
Yep.
like already feeling a little homesick, actually, to be honest, because life has just totally changed since,
Yeah,
pre-COVID. I mean, where I was on the road every single weekend. I'd get back Sunday night or Monday and leave again Tuesday. I mean, that was literally the whole season. We're going from one country to another. But
yeah,
since COVID, things have changed quite a bit. We've obviously started the show, and so most of my travels have been domestic. So it's usually just like Friday to Sunday.
mhm.
So I'm looking forward to it as well. It's gonna be fun little
It
adventure.
it is, man, and that's cool that you guys get to play a whole tournament. They're gonna be primed, rolling from that into the actual event, and they've
Yeah,
also had several more weeks. I think they get,
yeah,
like, a month,
they get a
of
month.
of
Yeah.
prep time on the field, so they're gonna be primed up. I'm excited to watch some European paintball.
Yeah, and we have a lot of weapons on the team, which is what I'm really excited for. That was something I was excited for when we, open discussions about me coaching them. Is there's a lot of players on the team that we could utilize in really fun ways. So I'm excited to have the weapons, and they have some great, twos and threes that offer some stability as well. But the team
Yeah,
has always been electric. People enjoy watching the Lucky 15s. I feel like where they struggle is just closing games and holding on to leads, and that's something that I think I could really help with. So
yeah.
definitely looking forward to the challenge. I do wish I was playing with them. I wish I was able to play. That would be, an awesome team to. I think my play style would cater to them a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to, instill that with my mind. So
Yeah,
excited.
and you're right. It's like what you said, the some of the problematic areas are just ideologies that you have to come together as a group with and all sign up on, right? And I think that you're
Mhm.
gonna do a great job of conveying those type of ideologies. And I would imagine that they're gonna do well this season and probably we'll see them at the end of the year at World Cup. So that will be interesting as well. You'll really have the intel on that squad.
Well, yeah, and they're gonna have some intel on how we like to play the game
Yeah,
too,
that's
you know?
true.
So it's gonna be interesting. It's one of those things, like, if we do play them at Cup and then, say they beat us, it would be a funny thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
"Damn,
Hey, it worked.
what did I do?"
Yeah, you'd be like, "Hey, it works. See what
Yeah,
happened
yeah,
there?"
right, right.
So the tournament that you guys are playing, that's like one of the bigger regional tournaments that's gonna be coming up this weekend?
Yeah, it's the biggest in the UK. So,
Nice.
it's run by Ainsley. It's actually
That's
at
right.
the field
Yeah,
that the second, European event will be at. So, yeah, it's a
yeah.
big one. And actually they already had the first one and they did not win. So there's some good talent there. I
Mhm.
think they got second place, maybe third. So, got to go correct that and
Mhm.
try to get the dub there, but most importantly, get the dub the following week. And
Absolutely.
we have a tough bracket too. We have Aftershock, which that's going to be funny too because I've got my boy Ben and Alex from the
That's
Misfits
right.
and Wrecking Crew that are going to be playing
Yeah.
with Aftershock over there. So I'll be playing against them. The Tauntauns are in our bracket, and London Attrition, which is Mikey Urena's team. So we have
Yeah.
a pretty tough bracket right off the break.
Good. That's what you want, man. You wanna go and fight. You wanna
Yeah,
fight for these
yeah, it lets
tournaments.
you know if you're ready. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And, the NXL Europe will also be broadcasting through Go Sports, so be sure to support all that paintball that's going on out there. I know the time zones are different and everything, but it's really fun to watch, and especially, obviously, I'm gonna be playing in this tournament. They're playing the same layout that I'm gonna play leading into the AC event, so there's a lot of good paintball that you can watch as well on these layouts and maybe see some new moves that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise seen. So it's always good to be watching and supporting Go Sports because without them, it's the biggest broadcast we've ever had in the history of the game. I mean, without a doubt, they're really going to bat to make sure that this show has some power to it. And there's like big news breaking about people are talking about maybe I don't know. The ESPN talk is possibly getting involved. I'm not sure what is all going on there, but we've been hearing stuff about that um, on the interwebs. So that'd be interesting as well.
Yeah, there's talk all over the interwebs. There's some more confirmed talk too that obviously we're neither of us are at liberty to speak about yet, but it does seem very
Mhm.
exciting. There's been some good conversations back and forth, and I guess we will see.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
the most important thing is that we continue to try to showcase this thing in the best light possible,
Yeah.
and that we continue to um, you know respect the game and really bring our best at this point because we're going to have execs from all sorts of streaming services and big channels, big name
Yeah.
players and sponsors that might be showing up to events and trying to see what it is that we're doing. So it's on us right now. It's on us. We if we want it, it's at our fingertips, and we just
Yeah.
really have to do whatever we can to make sure we can secure one of these outside interests.
Absolutely. So stay classy out there, San Diego. Please, we need this. And
Ron Burgundy.
we just gotta keep putting our best foot forward. And at these tournaments, really creating the environment that an exec walking around it's like undercover boss at these paintball tournaments. You just
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
who's around. So please, for the betterment of our game, and I love what you said, respect the game. That's the next PTG shirt that's dropping for sure. We
Dude,
got to
yeah.
make sure that we just respect the game and keep it moving in the right direction. Also, I want to highlight we got some BKI paintball summer camp happening. There's
Mhm,
only a couple
mhm.
spots left. And March, you're going to be back this year. I know you weren't
Yes.
with us last year. We missed you big time out there. So excited to have you out there. And we have an amazing crew of all-star paintball players that are going to be spending a week with you to teach you everything that we know about paintball. So if you're still interested, there are a few spots left, and it's one of the best events of the year.
It's by far one of the best events of the year, and from a learning perspective, it doesn't get better. I don't care what clinic you've been to. I don't care what private training you've had. This
Yeah.
will be probably the most informative week of paintball in your career. Again, it's really detailed. We dive into so many different concepts. We have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And Thursday, we start out and we, compartmentalize things. So we start out with individual skill sets and drills and fundamentals, and we evolve into team theory and 3-on-3 type stuff, and then 5-on-5, and then we do a tournament. And then at night, we all go back up to the pavilion.
Film
We
room.
go over film, and we talk about paintball theory over dinner and throughout the evening. You're getting to hang out with us one-on-one. I mean, it is truly like the greatest experience a paintball player can have. Doesn't matter your age. There are a lot of kids that go, but there's a lot of adults as well, and it's tailored for both. So,
That's right.
you will not feel out of place no matter what your age is. I just want to make that very clear. It's really inviting and welcoming to all ages, and male, female, it doesn't matter. If you want to learn about paintball and you want to, hang with the pros, this is the place to be.
That's right. Yeah, and we always hear that is like, is it just for kids? Is it just like no, it's for everybody. This is a camp for everybody. We want
Yeah.
people to be able to take a deep dive into paintball, and that's exactly what this is. Every question you've ever had or every situation that you've ever had about paintball, it's going to be shown out there. We're going to run you through a drill. We're going to run you through some type of tactical awareness type of exercise to where you're going to be put in situations that you probably otherwise wouldn't find yourself in just playing your weekend warrior ball, right? We're going to really tailor these exercises so that you get to learn everything that we know as a professional paintball player. And one of the coolest things is just being able to, this is a family for life. Like all these
Yeah.
people that we've been spending time with at these camps, there are family members for life in paintball, and you really grow an amazing bond, and you can, pick our brains outside of the camp as well. And we're always going to be there for you guys as paintball players. So we can't wait to see everyone soon. That's in July. Is that right?
It's in July, end of July. Yep.
End of July. And there's only a couple spots. So if you do want to snag one, you've got to go to bkisummercamp.com. I think if you put in BKI Summer Camp and Google that, it should bring up the website. But I did forget
It's
what the...
it's bkipropaintballcamp.com.
There we go. Yeah, head on over to there.
Propaintballcamp.com.
And
July
if you're lucky,
28th.
there we go, 24th to the 28th. If you're lucky, you'll be able to snag one of these very last spots because it is almost sold out.
Yeah, and they do fill up every single year. They fill up, and we have people, towards the end asking if they can come. And unfortunately, it's we only have so many slots, so many places to fit people. But definitely get signed up. I do also want to give a major shout out to Patrick Kraft and Kyle Barry, because those two were out helping again at Team USA. They helped last year, and they help with the U16, U19 stuff. Those two are awesome beacons of light in paintball.
They are
really, really cool having them both out. They care tremendously. And I think they'll be coming to the summer camp, right?
I believe so. And yes, they're two of my favorite dudes in paintball. PK and Kyle Barry are legends, and everything that they're doing to cultivate talent, like we talked about, that's exactly what we need every pro paintball player doing. We need more PKs and more Kyle Barrys to help us on this mission, right, of cultivating talent. And that's exactly what they're doing. So shout out to them. And winning Team USA last year with those two was one of the best moments of my life. I look over at PK and he's like, he's damn near in tears because we just won Team USA Nations Cup, men's championship, and Kyle Barry, we were all celebrating. So it's been fun growing into the game with those guys as well. And we can't wait to have them at summer camp. This will be their second year, I believe, with us at summer camp.
So it's not announced on the page, so they're not going to be one of the full-time ones, but I do think that one of them is going to make an appearance for one of the days. I could be wrong. Maybe
Kyle Barry is definitely will be there the whole time, and then PK.
I thought so.
Yeah, PK. I'm not sure if he'll be there the whole time, but I know he's going to join us and come out there and say what's up.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because he lives like 2 hours from there, so it's a easy drive, and he loves it. That's what I love is those two. They just love it. They love sharing the knowledge, working with the kids, working with the players. They're all in on basically the stuff that we do, right? Which is cool. We need pros that are continuing to carry that torch too, because that's the type of stuff that keeps the next generation inspired. And it's awesome to see. So
it's a must. We got to have it. And so what does your day look like from here moving on? What do we got going on today?
I'm finishing up packaging some goat packages and a few winnings. Got to finish some laundry because, dude, I had 3 separate bags packed. So I had my Team USA bag packed with my gear bag and my clothes.
Come home.
Then I had a little Hawaii bag packed, and then I had most of my England bag packed, but I still have laundry and turnover, so I got to pack the gear bag.
There you go.
Go drop this stuff off at the office. I have
Yo,
to,
I gotta
yo,
highlight the GOAT meeting we just had last week.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was so much fun. And if y'all don't know, Marcello has a bag full of Hormesis bands, and he's just giving them out like candy in there.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
like these three are getting packaged up right now.
yeah,
It's nonstop. Shout out to Eggman, always
yeah.
lacing us up, keeping the show dialed in with Hormesis stuff for the GOAT meetings. I wonder if I have the it was April, right?
Which one's that?
Where's that video?
Oh
Yeah, right
man.
here. I'm gonna share it.
All right, let's see what we
Why
got.
not? Yeah. This is how fun the GOAT meetings are.
It's popping.
It's popping. We always do we have our own special little intros. Let's
It's
play this.
exclusive. It's a show that nobody else sees.
This
song's slam.
This is what we start the meeting with.
Little intro. And young Stevie cooking it up. Let's go, Steve. Play the game. Love it.
Oh, it's tight. Yeah. So, that's the intro to our April GOAT meeting. And then we hang out for an hour and a half, answer questions. It's all live. So all the GOATs are actually in there in real time. It's live. They're asking whatever questions they want. We answer the questions, and we talk about a lot of pretty exclusive topics that we actually don't share publicly on the show all the times. Often it's news before, this ESPN talk, that kind of stuff gets talked about before anyone can hear about it publicly. So there's a lot of benefits to being involved in there. We talk about, tournaments a little more in depth and a lot more personal team stuff. So yeah, if you guys are not signed up to be a GOAT, that's just one of the perks. The Discord and the GOAT channel are really all the main stuff. But yeah, it's awesome. If you're not a GOAT, if you're not a PTG GOAT, you've been slipping.
It's a rager. It's an absolute rager. The chat, they they start riots in our Discord chat. The GOAT channel has its own access channels, and they're just rioting in there before the shows. And then we just go in there and have a lot of fun. So if you do get a chance, check it out at our website at the Patreon link, and you can get more details on that orange link at our website. And then I do want to break some news because I was hanging out with my boy Miko, and he's been filming a new paintball movie that's going to be dropping this year, and it's called All That Matters, and it's featuring just some paintball players, and it's just a badass paintball movie. Like, that's what he's cooking up, is a badass paintball movie. It has nothing to do with Iron Kids. I know a lot of people have had some confusion because they see Miko filming, they see everyone filming. There's a whole crew that Eggman has out there capturing content right now. And Miko, this is his baby, and Pat has been helping him with it as well. I saw Pat out there filming. But that's going to be dropping this year, so I wanted to share that with you. And then I think we're going to have Miko on before it comes out, or maybe when it comes out, to chat more about that. But definitely wanted to let the people know that a new paintball movie is dropping. I'll be featured in it. We were filming out in Sedona just a couple days ago, and these shots that we're getting out there in Sedona were unreal. And it's all going to tie into obviously playing paintball and the journey of the paintball player. But it's going to be pretty spectacular stuff. So stoked for y'all to see that.
Yeah, that movie is going to be epic. And again, it's just a paintball movie that is not supposed to be like an action shot thing. It's just a really cool kind of lifestyle, kind of like a serial killers type thing, but not documentary style, right? It's supposed to be like art.
Yeah, and I've done some sound bites as well for it. So I sat down and just kind of spoke, and So I think that they're going to use the spoken word with some kick-ass music. They have a nice budget for music that they're going to be implementing some crazy music. And that's why Serial Killer was such a hit as well. They really went all in on that music too. So you're going to have the optics, the audio with some sound bites and you know, verbal like speaking, and then you're going to have some crazy music. So it should be pretty nuclear. It's going to be badass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a little butthurt that Eggman didn't pick me to be in that, but
Yeah,
sounds dope. Sounds dope.
you know, I was thinking the same. I was like, where's my boy? You know, like, come on. Yeah.
It is what it is. Yeah,
but
I gotta impress him a little more. Haven't
shit,
earned
come
it
on,
yet.
bro. Come
Haven't
on,
earned
dog.
it yet.
Why are you doing that, Eggs? Why are you lighting this fire? Nah, he knows what he's doing. He's a
He
smart
knows
man.
exactly what he's doing. He
And
knows.
there's yeah, I think we're gonna see the Gold Man. He's gonna be in it. I'm pretty sure
Yep.
the Edwards brothers.
Edwards brothers, Mouse, you,
Rainey?
Ryan, Archie. Right? I don't think
Or
Rainey,
no, yeah, Archie and Rye, yeah. So
I
we'll
think.
keep you posted. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of the entire
It's gonna be
cast,
sick.
but we'll keep you posted as that starts to break, and keep a lookout for All That Matters. Should be out before the end of the year, I would say. He's been working hard on it.
I'm looking forward to that. That and the Iron Kids documentary. I'm looking forward to. Speaking
Yeah.
of Hormesis and all that, should we share? Like, we have these sweet bands that we're going to be releasing soon. Do we have any details on that? Or
Yeah, I think we don't have all the details yet, but there is
Okay,
something that's been
okay,
cooked up. So
okay.
we're gonna be
A really
pressing.
dope PTG Hormesis collaboration. So please be on the lookout, be ready, and
Yes.
be quick. Be quick.
Yeah, and
Those
that's
are gonna
actually
be
probably just going to be for the goats, because there aren't going to be a ton of them, and they're going to be really sought after. So I think that we're going to open that up for our community members only when that does
first.
happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
I don't think any
Love
of
it,
them
dude.
will survive to the public. it's going to be gone in there. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Well, hey,
hey,
be
pays to
safe,
be a
March.
goat.
And that's right. It
Awesome.
does. Goat life. And shout out to you and Lucky 15s. Wishing you guys luck and safe travels all over Europe as you're training and getting ready for NXL Europe. And go kick some ass out
Thank
there,
you.
man.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I'm looking forward to our conversation Tuesday. I will be out there in the UK. Make sure I have, nice little area with some good Wi-Fi. But I'll catch you guys up on how our practice went, how that first event went. Really excited to have this like from Europe, little edition. Maybe I could grab one of the Lucky 15s guys to come in and join
Yes.
us as well.
That'll be sick.
So-
And bear with us if the production isn't top tier, because I'm running the ship for the next 2 weeks. So bear
Yeah,
with us,
T's got it, baby. T's got it. Might
Let's
have a few
go.
technical difficulties, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be just fine.
Just send
Nice
me good
work, T.
thoughts. Help me out. Yeah, it's not that hard. You got to just cut, splice, do a little editing, boom, upload. We're good to go. Get it
Yeah,
going.
super easy.
Yeah, super easy. Super easy.
Super easy.
Ronnie, he's on. Help me. I'm gonna be
I
hitting
love
up
it.
my boy. Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Well, be
all right,
safe.
brother.
And
Well, yes,
I'll
thank you.
see you soon, dude.
Sounds good. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys so much.
Later.
Love you.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening. If you enjoyed the show, please head over to ptgpaintball.com, click the orange Patreon link in the corner, and support the show. We greatly appreciate it. We have tiers as low as $1.99 a month. That is nothing, guys, and it'll give you access to the Discord, where you get access to the players chat and get to mingle with the entire PTG community. We have tons of different pros in there. Tyler and myself are very active, and it's an amazing way to support the show. We also have amazing other tiers. If you want to be one of the best, want to be a GOAT, sign up for the GOAT tier. It's the greatest way to support us, and each month we do a private live stream show, one-on-one kind of thing, to where it's just the GOATs, and Tyler, myself, will bring in some special guests every now and then, but you get to ask us questions in real time, live on the air, and you get lots of inside juicy news that we don't share on the show. So, as always, we will see you guys very soon.